And we are back with segment 2 of the Remax Magnolia Realty Show with Curtis Pope and, of course, the star of the show, Michele Cummins. And so we had one more, rule change or regulation to talk about before we get into your stats that you love so much.
And this is a good one. So this is on a positive note.
Oh, so you're giving us a couple bad ones then when it's positive.
Yes, this is a positive one, an exceptional one that we've been waiting for a long time. Happy it's here, especially with selling Harrison Highlands, the beautiful community up on Mount Woodside. New home construction. So the property transfer tax exemption. So the newly built home exemption reduces or eliminates the property transfer tax on qualifying purchasing of principal residences. So the full exemption, and this has been effective since only April 1st, so it's pretty new.
No joke.
No joke.
I caught that.
The fair market value threshold for a full exemption for newly built homes has been increased from what was only $750,000 to $1,100,000. That's good. Partial exemption. So a partial exemption is also available for properties with fair market values just above the threshold. The phase-out range is $50,000 above the threshold, with the complete elimination of the exemption at $1,150,000 for qualifying purchases. So that's a positive note. It's good news if you're buying new construction. Okay, so let's go into the stats. So this was released on May 2nd. The headline, modest increase in April home sales in the Fraser Valley takes lead from cooler spring weather. Supply of available homes in the Fraser Valley market continued to build last month. However, buyers remained relatively hesitant, leading to a cooler resale market in April. The Fraser Valley Real Estate Board had transactions that were up 5% from March, but off by 5% compared to last year in April. While sales were the third lowest recorded for in April in the last decade, inventory continues to build, so that's good. We're up by 18% over last month and 17% above the 10-year average. So the listings are up. I feel like maybe we had a pause in the market in April from March because the interest rates didn't come down like everyone expected. So that was kind of my take on why it didn't go higher and didn't go up, and we didn't have more sales than we did. This is a quote from our CEO, Baldev Gill, at the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board. He says there's a lot of caution in the market right now. Buyers are hesitant to purchase a home until the Bank of Canada lowers its rate. However, we encourage anyone looking to get into the market to talk to their realtor and their financial professional about what rates are available today. So the average number of days on a home for single-family homes in the Fraser Valley is 23 days. That's down from 27 days in March. Apartments are spending 23 days on the market. That's down from 26 days in March. And townhouses are moving more quickly at 19 days. That's down from 20 days on the market in March. Overall benchmark prices for single-family homes is $1,532,700, and that's an increase of 1% compared to March and an increase of 5.3% compared to last year. Townhouses at $854,700, and that is an increase of 0.9% compared to March, an increase of 4.9% compared to April, and apartments $561,900, and that is an increase of 1.2% compared to March and an increase of 5.7% compared to April of last year. So now if you live in the Fraser Valley, you will be interested in knowing your municipality's stats. So for Abbotsford, we have detached homes benchmark prices at $1,249,200. That's up 7.3% compared to last year and up 0.9% from the month before. Townhouses, $670,300. That's up 7.4% from last year and up 1.7% from last month. Apartments at $457,800, up 8.1% from last year and 0.4% from last month. Mission detached properties are at $1,062,400. That's up 7% from last year and up 0.7% from last month. Townhouses, $684,500. That's up 6.5% from last year and up 1.2% from last month. Apartments at $454,200. That's up 4.5% from last year and 0.2% 2% from last month. And White Rock, South Surrey, detached properties, 1,978,600. That's up 5.4% from last year and 2% from last month. Townhouses, 984,400, up 4.4% from last year, but down 0.1% from last month. And apartments, 641,500. That's up 5% from last year and up 0.9% from last month. Langley, detached homes, $1,648,400, up 6.8% from last year and up 1.5% from last month. Townhouses, 863,600. That's up 6.5% from last year and up 1.4% from last month. Apartments, 625,100. That's up 8% from last year and 0.3% from last month. So North Delta, okay, detached homes, 1,411,900, up 3.9% from last year, but down 1.4% from last month. Townhouses, 920,500. That's up 0.4% from last year, up 1.4% from last month. Apartments, 586,900. That's up 2.4% from last year, but down 0.8% from last month. And then we've got all of the rest of Surrey combined is detached homes, 1,665,400, up 4.8% from last year and 1.1% from last month. Townhouses, 893,100. That's up 4.3% from last year and 0.8% from the month before. And apartments, 560,500, up 4.5% from last year and 2.2% from last month. And that is your overall real estate stats for the Fraser Valley. And if you look at the graph online regarding, is it a buyer's market, a balanced market, or a seller's market? It popped into a seller's market in February and March, but in April it did come down to the line. Like it's an even line from balanced market to seller's market. So yeah, and we're heading into summer. So whenever summer comes, it's a bit softer of a market, not as many sales. And then it picks up again in September. So that's the overall view.
All right. So sounds good. And of course, people can always get all those stats off your website, right?
Absolutely. Every month I upload it there. I have a blog. And so you can go to michelecummins.ca to find that. And the whole package is there. And I always love to give or put my clients or customers or our listeners, anybody who wants, to put you on a specific neighborhood market watch. What I do is I throw a lasso around your house. Not really, but on my computer, on my system. I throw a lasso around your house and I capture all active listings, all sold listings, all expired listings, all terminated listings, everything that's happening, what realtors see, what you can't see as a general public. You don't know when something's expired. You don't get a notification when something sells and how much it sells for, but I, as a realtor, do. So if you don't have a realtor, I'm happy to do that for you. And it takes me about less than 30 seconds to do that, set you up, and it's good for a year. And you will automatically get emailed every time activity is happening in your area. And it's a great way. I call it your market watch.
Yeah, we had that when we were selling our house, and it was a fantastic tool to have and see what was going on around us.
Yeah, because you'd be the first person to find out instead of having to call the realtor and find out how much did it sell for and wait, an hour or however long. Anyways, it's right there. It's in your email. It's as quick as realtors know about it. You know about it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Now we have some open houses, I guess, to discuss.
No, actually, my open house on 3rd Avenue, we did. On 3rd Avenue.
We haven't talked about Hart Highlands yet.
No.
Hart Highlands. I keep doing that. Hart Highlands
Harrison
is in Prince George.
Highlands. Wait, I got to do a jingle on that.
It's because it's alliteration. Harrison Highlands, Hart Highlands. So when I was in Prince George, it was Hart Highlands.
That's right.
So it's Harrison Highlands here, so I just fall into that trap. So we're looking at Harrison Highlands.
Harrison Highlands. So we've got 6 show homes to walk through. We've got duplexes, which are 3-bedroom, 3 bathrooms, gorgeous with long driveways.
The duplexes were amazing to me because they're really spacious for a duplex.
Yeah, they are.
And the primary has the massive bathroom off it.
Yeah. There's 2 different plans and 2 different color choices of the interior, and then like 5 different exterior color choices. And there's move-in ready ones. There's ones coming up. They're really beautiful and they're big, and you don't feel, it's not like you're in a duplex. It feels like you're in a single family home. These are freehold. There are no strata here. It is all freehold. You own it. So yeah, they only are at $850 to $865. Like the prices are really good. And remember, you get saved the property transfer tax. And most of the single family detached homes that we have as well, we've got one under $1 million. We've got a couple of that. And so they're gorgeous. We've got 2 plans that have the masters on the main for the single family homes and 2 bedrooms upstairs downstairs with the bathroom, beautiful high ceilings, gorgeous fireplaces, really beautiful homes. And then we've got 2 plans that are the 2-story with the elevator options. So, and when we have properties on slabs, houses on slabs, and then we also have houses with forest behind it, so green space with walkout basements. So they range from under $1 million to up to about 1.3 million. And yeah, so right, you can save your property transfer tax on a lot of our homes up to 1.1 for sure. And then we've got a little announcement of 2 price adjustments that I really want to mention because they're really good price adjustments. One is for a property of mine in Mission. It's off Dooney Trunk Road. It is 5 acres, and it's set up for horses. Mobile home, a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom mobile home on it for now. It's a perfect place to subdivide. You can probably easily subdivide into 3, but you possibly could do more. There are 2 creeks running through it, but the way that the driveway is designed, the driveway is perfect. It goes down all along the north side of the property, all the way to the back already. So that would be a perfect easement to get to all the different lots. And then you can easily subdivide in front of the creek, in between the creeks, in the back behind the second creek. So anyways, you could possibly do more than 3. I haven't looked into that. So that's a gorgeous one. The price now is $1,299,999. So pretty much 1.3. So that's a really good deal. And that isn't out yet. It will hit the market. I think the price change will be on Monday. So that's a heads up. And then this one as well, most likely won't hit until Monday. It's at 27068 27th Avenue in Aldergrove. So this one's Langley. It's a really awesome rancher, really cool to find ranchers. It's almost 10,000 square foot lot. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, built in 1994. It's almost 2,000 square foot house, gorgeous backyard, and that price we have at $1,399,000. And then I've got 2 lots out on Morris Valley Road in Tapadera Estates, which is awesome gated place. They were supposed to be sold together, but the seller has decided now to sell them separately. So if anybody knows about those 2 Tapadera lots that they were looking into and they really liked, now it's separated. So the trailer with a huge covered deck, that one is $210,000. You can buy that on its own, and the other one with the shed and the gazebo and the gorgeous spot ready to go for any trailers or anything, that one is $160,000. You can rent there or use it yourself. And that's about it, Curtis. I think we're done, and sorry for taking too much of your time maybe today, but yeah, it's always a fun time with you. So,
well, if we aren't that far off, considering a lot of the other agents, I got to admit, they do keep it pretty close to time. They're pretty good about that.
You've trained them well, or I have? I don't know. Not me.
We just went a little over again today, but that's kind of our thing. We always go a little over.
Well, when you're having fun.
Well, if people want to see all these great listings, they can obviously go to First and James and see your wonderful backlit signs in the window. But of course, there's a website they can go to as well.
It is Remax, MagnoliaRealty.com.
And join us again next week when we will talk real estate in order to unlock your real estate potential on a show where real estate is maximized. Thanks for listening.